Two down and the 3-2 from the righty. Lined into right. Verdugo there. He's got it, and the Red Sox win it.
Did you see me? Or did it go too fast? All right, run it back.
Two down and the 3-2 from the righty. Lined into right. Verdugo there.
There I am, warming up in the ninth, completely unaware that my travel plans were about to go out the window. No, I'm not kidding when I say the travel this day sucked. And I've recruited AI to create me a video to demonstrate what that day looked like. So we come in the clubhouse after the game. All of our phones say, flight's been canceled. There's weather coming in Boston. We don't say anything, but we trust them. So we all have to frantically try to get our bags off of the truck, get back on the bus to go to our charter flight, get on their charter flight where the whole team is flying all the way back to Oakland. We get to Oakland. I go back to my house. I stay there that night. The next morning we go back to San Francisco, the airport. Then I fly from San Francisco up to Seattle, get there at 11 a.m. And what did I do? Well, I went to the game, of course. This works great, thank you.
Going to watch the game?
Yep. Well, I gotta work. She gets to watch though. Love you too. Oh my God. This is Hunter, the producer for our show and my guide through the bowels of T-Mobile Field as I try to get my feet under me and figure out how to do this thing. I just stood at that intersection for 3 minutes. Hello. Just picking up credentials. MLB Sirius XM. Yeah. Thank you. See, we need that. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're running about 20 minutes late, so I'm not sure how much longer we have out here. We're supposed to end at 1.
Okay.
Some of the guys will have like less people at it, both of you. Like Josh Hader right now.
And just like that, I'm about to do my first interview ever. And it happens to be Josh Hader. So I didn't make the team. So this is what I get to do.
Nice. It's up your alley, though. You love this stuff.
Yeah, I do love this stuff.
You do.
I appreciate
Watch
your
the
time.
stream all the time.
Do you really?
Not all the time, but most times.
Have you ever said anything in the chat?
Long time ago. Like,
Is your name Josh Hader?
sometimes.
Did I just miss
It's
it?
Jay Haterade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
It was a long. I think you acknowledged it. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Like probably 2020-ish, 2021, like when we
Shit.
were going through it.
What All-Star team is this for you? 3?
5.
How is it? You
It's
having a good
amazing.
time? Where's
Yeah.
this rank so far?
I'd say this is probably up there. 1, because of the beautiful weather.
Yeah.
2, I get to spend it with my family and
Yeah.
my son. I
Okay.
think that's the cool part. Haven't been able to really enjoy it with him, so being able to now, he's able to kind of see everything and experience it through
Yeah.
his eyes. It's gonna be fun.
How old is he now?
1.
1? Oh, yeah. So I hope you don't mind. But I'm a pitching nerd,
Yeah.
and I keep track of all you dudes, trying to learn how to be good myself. I know after the transition last year to the old Padres and then picking it up, what was the hardest part about making that swing? Like going to a different city and then figuring it out?
I'd say just getting to know the guys, right? And being able to just stay within yourself and not try and do more just because you're on a new team. You don't have to prove anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. It's like kind of like transitioning from that, like obviously at that time I was going through a rough patch, and it's like, man, you just go back to where you were. Don't try and do too much. Just be simple. I think that was the biggest takeaway from it. Is like, you don't got to do more than you have to. Just be yourself and enjoy these guys around you and get to know them. And I think that's kind of what made it easier. And kind of moving into the playoffs like that, it's like, man, these guys just all want the same results. Like, we pick each other up, play hard.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all we can ever ask for.
Yeah, you guys got dialed in the playoffs. I remember that. Dude, it was awesome to see kind of the flip switch, you know, because you're a guy that we like to watch through the league, and we were following you closely, and, you know, much deserved. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. And
absolutely.
Do good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate you. Good to see you.
Then I got to catch up with my old friend and coach, current Pittsburgh Pirates manager, Derek Shelton.
Yeah.
Very nice to chat with you. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Shelty. Finally made an all-star team, man.
How's it going?
Made an all-star weekend. Good, how are you?
Good.
Dude, the beard.
You like it?
Yeah. You finally cleaned it
It's
up.
on
'Cause
point.
it was rough when we were in town.
It was rough.
You were in there.
I've got it cleaned up. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
You like Pittsburgh?
I love Pittsburgh.
No, you can say the real thing.
No, I do.
Okay.
I really enjoy it.
I don't have many questions. I've got one.
Okay.
All right. It's about Andrew McCutchen.
Okay.
So what's he like? No, I'm talking from a leadership standpoint. What's it like having a guy like Andrew McCutchen come back? Because, I mean, you see kind of how the young guys are, that core is starting to coalesce, right? And you're starting to see the guys are going to be the core of the Pittsburgh Pirates for the years to come. And when you bring in a guy like I had in 15 with Torrey Hunter, a guy like McCutchen comes in, what's that mean to a team like that?
Well, I think there's two things. Because, number one, we are so young.
Uh-huh.
Because all of the guys that associate Andrew McCutchen, it's with Pittsburgh, and it's with him being the MVP. And then he decides to come back into our clubhouse and take a leadership role. So it's extremely important because he made the decision that he wanted to come back. And they look at him as like, this is what the gold standard of Pittsburgh is. So I think that's what stands out. And then the fact that if you spend any time around him, he's the same guy every day, regardless if things are going good or bad. And because he likes to have so much fun, that our group kind of builds off that.
That's what it looks like from the outside looking in too. Like that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's having fun.
He has fun every day. Every day, regardless.
You got to have those guys, right? That's all I got. I mean, you just answered 58 questions from him, so I'll give you one. But
Derek,
it's great to see you, man.
What's your advice for one of the All-Stars who's about to get interviewed by Trevor May today?
Smile and ask him about his gaming skills. Because I guarantee you that Trevor will tell you his gaming skills are way better than anybody here.
It's not true. Kyle Tucker's here. That guy runs circles around me in every game.
So I will also tell you that I had no idea. Was it Ninja? Ninja came in when we were in Minnesota together, and I can tell you my son Jackson was super stoked, and I did not know, and Trevor had to explain who Ninja was, and then I had to see what the following is. So
do you now understand who Ninja is?
I do now understand. Trevor, like, I used to walk around the outfield and talk to the relievers a lot, so I got a little bit of an education on the gaming.
Who would be better at each other's job? You at Ninja's job or Ninja at your job?
Oh, Ninja would be way better at my job because I don't even know how to hold a controller.
Well, he doesn't know how to hold a baseball.
Do you use a controller? Is it computer or what?
We use mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
so
I don't even know. I don't even know that.
Botched it. You had a 50-50. Got it wrong.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Shelby. Appreciate you.
And at the All-Star.
Yeah, I fly all the way here. Just going to go through the same door I always go through. You want us to walk all the way around? I'll be honest, I don't think I've been back here since I was 12. No, that's a lie. We played our state championship game here. We took a tour. We got beat by 12. Now that the first couple interviews are out of the way, we headed up real quick to take a little break, drop my stuff off at the booth that we will be doing the rest of the show later on in the day. And after I got myself a drink, it was time to head back down to the field and do the real interviews with my friend Mike Farron, Jim Bowden.
Excuse me, is this a media credential?
What's up?
How are you, man?
Oh, 1 second.
Come on. I can only hold this for so long.
What's up, man? Good to see you. You're on camera.
Things good?
I ran into current employee of the MLB PA, former Minnesota Twin, Kevin Slowey.
Oh, man, I'm on.
He's the man.
What are you doing? Just like,
I'm the media today, baby.
man, how's it going?
Good, man.
How many people have not recognized you? Most.
You've always had a great high stolen base rate with the years with the Royals and now with Toronto. I'm just curious with these rule changes, how much easier is it for you to steal bags?
It's a good bit easier. It could be, it can be a little bit. It can be so easy. Sometimes you get a little greedy and you run into some outs. Like at least from a personal experience. Like early in the year, I was like, there's no way that it's this easy. So I would go and go and go, and then I would like try to like push the limits to it a little bit, and you get a little overzealous. But it is definitely a lot easier now than it has been in the past.
You don't say.
No, it's crazy.
It's funny though. Like I have the best cop stealing rate of my career this year for some reason. I think for that exact reason.
Exactly.
Everyone's like, look at this May guy. He can barely even move. I'm going. You said you mentioned that you've been here before. Have you been to Seattle? Have you gone anywhere else? Did I butcher my first question of the day? Absolutely. Man, this stuff's harder than it looks. But I recovered, kinda.
Hey, that side of the mic's hard, isn't it?
It is hard. They're so good at their jobs, man. And I'm over here just thinking about the stolen bases.
He's swearing his time's on plate right now.
When you get in town? You get in town yesterday?
We got in town at 7 last night.
You go to anywhere to eat?
We did, yeah. Flew in privately, of course.
Oh yeah.
Myself, Bowden, Romano flew in, which is always a fun flight. When you get to just show up to the plane, get on, and get here. And then we got here at 7. Went to dinner. My family met us here. Went to dinner, and 7 o'clock, which is like 10 o'clock our time. Got to dinner at 8. So by the time my sushi roll came, I was about to fall asleep. Yeah.
What sushi place?
We went to Umisaki.
That's one of my favorite places.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah. So
that's where we get. I was going there. That's where I was going every whole time, guys. I've never lost it. Never lost it.
Baby.
Hell yeah.
Good job getting there.
Now, I didn't get much footage of this. Actually, nobody got footage of this. But I actually played photographer the whole time I was there. And I got all of these wonderful photos. And these are many of my favorites. It was super cool. I got to walk around with my camera, take a step back as the interviews began, because I always went third in the rotation. Snapped a photo of my co-host having some conversations, and then popped right back in and started asking my own questions. It was a blast. It was awesome wearing 2 hats. I had such a good time doing this, and I would definitely do it again if they had me back. But, we'll see what happens. It was a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the video, because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Trevor May Baseball channel.